Hello everyone, welcome to Doing Rope. Well, we are doing rope, manufacturer of the waste tire, waste plastic, waste oil sludge, waste coal oil sludge, pyrolysis equipment. Well, if you are interested in this kind of pyrolysis business, you can contact with us. We are building this machine that we can recycle this waste tire, waste plastic, that refine it into oil. And also we have the other distillation equipment that we can refine the flue oil to the non-standard diesel or the waste engine oil, waste pyrolysis, the waste lubricating oil or other kind of waste oil that we can refine it. This is what our equipment can do. So just during this live show, if you have any questions, you can just comment, or you can leave your private contact ways to us, where our sales manager can contact with you immediately to give you the catalog, our quotation, and some detailed data. Just the service that we can give for you. Just because we can't contact with you directly, you can send the private message to us, tell us your requirements. For example, you want to have a waste plastic pyrolysis plant for 50 tons, or you want to have a waste engine oil refining equipment, or if you want to visit our client's factory or come to our own factory to visit to see the prototype, or to have experiment of your waste things, you can all contact with us. Well, we have the pre-sale service. The first one, you can come to our factory to you can visit there and see the catalog, a prototype. That's you can see different type, the batch type, the fully continuous and the semi-continuous waste tire, waste plastic, pyrolysis plant. And you can have experiment. If you have this kind of raw material and want to know what is your oil yield of your material, or is it profitable, is it suitable for you to have this business, you can send your message, send your material to our factory. We can give you a free service to have a test of your waste things. Well, this is an environmental protection business that we can recycle this waste things, the solid waste and the hazardous waste from our daily life or from the construction factory or the medical waste. And we can, by using this pyrolysis equipment, and get the flue oil and carbon black or the diesel to get the profit. Well, you may ask that what our flue oil can use for. Well, this oil, or we call it heavy oil, have a high heating energy that, like the waste tire, the flue oil is more than 300 kcal each kilogram that we can use at the cement factory, a glass factory, bricks factory, or other places. And other kind of waste like plastic or oil sludge, we also have the other kind of the flue oil like the plastic oil, the coal tar oil, or other kind. And other products like the carbon black, it also have a high heating energy, can use it. Okay, let's go on. Just like the carbon black, it can replace the flue oil, the coal or other heating energy. And also it's some raw materials of the rubber or the paint. So just it have a huge area to use. This is the second products. And also like the other products, we can get the steel wire from the waste tire, and we can get the waste like the coal from the waste coal tar oil, a different kind of products that depends on your materials. And this is what our products we can get. And what is oil yield? There are many customers concerned about this. Well, it will depend on your different material, like the most common one, the waste tire. And the oil yield is depends on different type. Like you have the tire from the truck, car, this big tire, then the oil yield can reach to 40 to 45%. And if you have these different the small tire from the bicycle, motorbike, or other places, or you have this mixed different kinds of the tire, then the oil yield is 35 to 40%. This is the area. So just it all depends on your material. And how about the plastic? Well, the plastic is more hard to tell because there are different kinds of the waste plastic in our daily life. Some paper mail waste, or some plastic bag, plastic bottle, or some plastic in our daily life, or some construction waste, or some medical waste, and there are some other material that contained. That if you get the pure plastic, like the pure PP, PEPS, then the oil yield can reach to 90 to 95%. But if you have the mixed plastic, the garbage from our daily life, then we can't give you a clear data for how many oil yield you can get. Just you can have experiment. You can send your material to us, or you can have a experiment in your local bureau. Then you can get your oil yield, and you can send the data to our sales manager, give you analysis that what configurations we can give for you, or which which equipment that is more suitable for you, or like how is there any problem? Is there any extra device we need to add, or some other analysis? We will give you a unique program for you, depends on your raw material. And this is just when talk about the plastic, except the PET and PVC. These two kind of plastics not suitable to have the pyrolysis business. And the other, like the PP, PPS or ABS, are all we can have. If you have too much PET or PVC, then we suggest that you can change your material. But if you have just a little bit, these two kind of plastic, you can just go on to have this business. And this is some brief introduction about our raw material, our oil yield, and the products, and the application of the different kinds of the products. So this is what our equipment can do, what our company is do, and what service we can give for you. So just during this live show, if you have any problem, if you have any questions, you can just leave your questions in the comment place, or you can send a private message to us. Tell us your requirements, and our sales manager can give you the answer immediately. For example, if you want this catalog, or you want the quotation, just the prices, or you want to visit our client's factory to know more information about this equipment, then you can all contact with us. Okay, and then let's give this introduction. Depends on this diagram. Well, this will show us what is some brief introduction about our company, and what equipment we service for you, and the different advantages, the parameter of this equipment, and how to choose a suitable equipment depends on different raw material and different capacity. And this page shows us the picture of our company and our factory. Our company is in Henan province. In Henan province in China. It's in central province in central in China. It's very convenient to come here. And our factory is nearby our company. It's also in Henan, so you can just come to our company first, and our sales manager will take you to the factory by car for maybe 30 minutes or 40 minutes to our factory. There is a large factory that okay, so there's a large factory that more than 40,000 square meters, have 2 workshops. Here is one of the workshop. This is for the waste tire with plastic reactor, and also other workshop for the other device like the condensation system, the purification system, and like the odor removal system. Like this is our factory located here. And also let's go on. Just you're welcome to come to our factory. You can first contact with our sales manager to tell you the time and where we are located at. And here are some brief introduction of our company. Well, we are one of the subsidiary of this, doing rope. Here, we called the Henan Doing Environmental Protection Technology Company that just is belong to doing rope. That we have 7 subsidiaries for different products. Like this, we have service for the waste tire, waste plastic, and the oil sludge pyrolysis plant, and the other is the waste oil distillation plant. And also we have others like the e-waste recycling equipment. Also we have the equipment for the oil, cassava, and also we have a company in Nigeria because we have many customers in Africa. So we set up a subsidiary company in abroad. So there also we have a factory. You can, if you are in Africa, it's very convenient to contact with us and visit there. So this is some brief introduction of our company and the business group. Like this, we are a comprehensive environmental protection technology manufacturing company dedicated to the consulting, R&D, manufacturing, installation, and after-sales service. Well, we not only have the sales manager, we have our own engineer that will help you to give you the unique plan of different different client to give you, depends on your different solutions, different materials. And also we have the after-sales service for 1-year warranty, except the spare parts or the manual damage. And like about the transportation abroad from China to your country, and about the installation and the operation of this equipment also can service by our engineer. We help you to transport to deliver to your country, and our engineer also come to your workshop, help you to install and to operate your equipment and to test until it can work at a good solution. And this is the service that we can give for you. And the business works group, not only this solid waste, hazardous waste treatment plant, like it includes the waste tire, waste plastic. Can you see it clearly? The waste tire, waste plastic, oil sludge, pyrolysis plant. Also, we have the carbonization plant. Well, this carbonization plant, the raw material is the biomass, the waste biomass that we can, like the coconut shell, we can have this production and get other products. And some other kind of the equipment, the e-waste, like the waste PCB board, waste lithium battery, and the waste solar panels, we can also recycle it. All are environmental protection equipment. And here are some service. Just I have shared for you the pre-sale service. You can come here and give you the program, and on-sale service. You can come to our factory to know that the step that you built in your equipment, and the after-sale, the warranty, and the help to you to the transportation, installation, and operation. And this is the corporate culture of us. You can just have a brief look. Now, we can send for you. It's not important about this. Just the most important thing is for what equipment that we built, and what's our advantages, what's the why you chose us, and what equipment, what type will choose depends on your material. And this is the first one. We have three kinds of pyrolysis plant. The first is the batch type pyrolysis plant. The first is the semi-continuous pyrolysis plant, and the third, the fully automatically continuous plant. That they have different capacity, different efficiency, and different technique. Then let's come to the first batch type pyrolysis plant. This is the oldest and the cheapest, the most cheaper, and it also is suitable for most of the raw material. So let's start from the batch type pyrolysis plant first. Here are the introduction of the pyrolysis plant. Like it shows what is pyrolysis. The pyro is heat, and the lysis is breakdown. Just we break down the raw material like the waste tire, then it will transport the solid type to the gas, and the oil gas, then how to turn it to oil. We will use the condensation system to condense it by using the cooling tower, cooling water to condense it to the oil, and then we can salt it directly or refine it to diesel. This is what our equipment do for. And like this tell us is the raw material with tire, oil sludge, aluminium, plastic, medical waste, multiple solid waste, hazardous waste. It just show us, we start from the very beginning, like what we can get, like the oil gas, carbon black, aluminium, charcoal, solid, residual, steel wire, condensable syngas. Well, these other, except syngas, the other kind of products, we can salt it or refine it. But the syngas, we can use it directly during this production. It is a heating gas, so it can return to the reactor by throwing one of the odor removal system. Then it can save our extra heating energy. This is what we can use for. And about the efficiency, the whole processing need about 22 hours. So just nearly 1 day. This is we call the batch type pyrolysis plant is one batch for 1 day. And let's see these detailed kilometers of the batch type pyrolysis plant. Like the raw material, just as I told you before, it concludes the solid waste and hazardous waste, and the final output, mean products is the flue oil, and also we can get carbon black, steel wire from the waste tire, and we can get aluminium from the aluminium plastic, the coal from the coal tar oil sludge, the syngas, all the products we can get the syngas and you can use it directly, or the soil residue is for the hazardous waste like the oil sludge, or the charcoal. Well, this charcoal is a kind of biomass. It's well related to the carbonization system. Then the model, the capacity of our machine service for you about the batch type. The smallest one is like we have the pyrolysis plant unit that can deal with a little bit material for private use or for experiment. So we have the 100 kilogram or 500 kilogram per day, or 1 ton, 2 ton. But if you want to have a business that to get profit, then it's better for you to have this, the second line, 10 ton, 12 ton, 15 ton, 18 ton, and 20 ton. This is the model will the capacity will depend on different model. And this is the thickness. The thickness is the furnace thickness. The furnace, the material we use is the boiler plate or stainless steel. Depends on different raw material. Like if your material is corrosive, so it's necessary for you to have the stainless steel plate. But if you have the solid waste like the waste tire, waste plastic, then it's better for you and it's more cheap for you to get the boiler plate. That is enough. And most of the thickness is 16 millimeter or 18 millimeter. This is for 15 ton pyrolysis plant. And about the total power is lower than 30 kilowatts per hour. So it's kind of equipment that is energy saving. Don't need much more energy. And about the weight, it's 15 to 75 ton. So just if your raw material is the waste tire, and like tire is much more heavy than the plastic, so it's better for you to choose the 15 ton. We suggest that you choose 15 ton, not the 20 ton or 18 ton, because the weight of the plant is very high. And if you put the raw material, put the tire in it, so it just adds a very high heating, a very high weight. So it's hard for the underground. It's a challenge of the the stress stainless resistant. And also there's some other information like the heating type is direct heating. The fully continuous one is indirect because it will use for such a long day, nearly 2 months. So we use the indirect heating, but because the batch type, we have 1 batch for 1 day, so just the direct heating is enough. And the required workers, we only need 2 or 3 workers. It's much more labor saving, and all the machine will work, most of the device will work automatically, or we can just control it by the control knob, the control computer, the PLC system. So just the automatically working, the standard is very high. And the heating flue of this, we can use the flue gas, flue oil, natural gas, coal, wood. Depends on your standards of your workshop, the workplace, or your government. Okay, and this comes to the raw material. This is a reactor, as I told you. 2 choice, boiler plate or stainless steel. Depends on your material. And the boiler plate, we will have 2 choice, the Q245R, Q3445R. And the stainless steel, different type, will have different stress resistance. You can choose, depends on your the price you want and the efficiency you want. The cooling type is the circulating water cooling. We have 2 kinds of the condensation system. The first is the water tank condensers, and second is the water tube condensers. And also have the high heating, the high condensation efficiency, but it will depend on, like, you want the area is very limited, then you can have a water tank, or your raw material is a plastic, then you can have a water tank. It's better for you to clean the caulk, clean the paraffin inside tube. And this is the land occupy size. Take an example of 10 ton per day or 15 ton per day. It's about 300 centimeters. Or if you chose the fully continuous, we'll have a comparison, 700 centimeters. But for example, in China, we have the standards, the lower standard that we need to have the annual capacity of more than 20,000 square meters, 20,000 ton. So only 1 line of the batch type is not enough. We need 4 or 6 ton, 6 line. So the line occupy size may reach to 1,080 to 2,000 square meters. And some remark. Okay, like a large plant is according to order, just for reference. If you want a larger one or smaller one, you can all contact with us. This is for the batch type pyrolysis plant. Okay, and this is analysis for your to reference. For the batch type pyrolysis plant, you can have a look at this, the inlet and outlet, the cost and the profit. Just it is rely on our customers' feedback and the market in China. So if you want to get the analysis that depends on your region, you can contact with us, contact with our sales manager, and give you an unique analysis depends on your material, your regions, your countries. Like the cost every day, it's just include the raw material like the waste tire, the power consumption, and the labor cost, water consumption. While the water is circulated, we will have a water cooling pool or the water tank. There are also the water inside, just don't need to throw it. So there are no consumption of the water waste. And also like the heating flue, by using different energy, you have different prices. And also we can just use the same gas and can save most of the heating energy. And the income every day, we can get the tire, oil, steel wire, and the carbon black if your raw material is a waste tire. This is the daily prophecy that you can have a reference, but it's not very sure because the market is changed and the different regions we have different market. So just if you want to get a profit, depends on your region, you can contact with us, we can give you analysis. And also it shows is the waste tire, the material. Like here, if you get the waste tire, then we can get pyrolysis oil, carbon black, steel wire, and zinc gas. And it occupies 40 to 45% of the waste tire, 75% of the carbon black, 15% of the steel wire, and nearly 10% of the zinc gas. This is what we can get if your material is a waste tire. And if your material is a waste plastic, then we can get the pyrolysis oil, waste plastic pyrolysis oil, and carbon black, zinc gas. So the plastic, the oil out is randomly, depends on different plastic. So it shows is 20% to 80%, and the carbon black 15% to 80%, 60%, zinc gas 5 to 15%. Okay, and let's have a look at the waste oil sludge. This is different between the tire and plastic. This is a hazardous waste. So we need some license, the hazardous waste license in China. And the standard is much more strict than the hazardous waste. Like we need to get the license and the test, and for example, the annual capacity much more higher. So just if your material is the waste oil sludge, then the oil yield 20 to 80. It will depend on the water resistant content, oil content, and if there are any some soil in it, and also the soil residue for 15 to 16, and the same gas. This is what we can get if your material is the oil sludge. Then kind of other waste like the hazardous waste, oil sludge, residual, metal. For example, our customers will have different kinds of the hazardous waste. So if your material is much more mixed, then we can choose the batch type. It's a better choice, the best choice for you to get the batch type pyrolysis plant. Because we have some standards, if your material is semi-continue or fully continue, we need to have some pre-process. And the biomass, it's kind of different between the Tyre pyrolysis plant. It's a combination plant. Like the different kind of biomass, the coconut shell or the wood. Then we can get, you can see the charcoal, the wood vinegar, tar, and zinc gas. This is what we can service for you. And this is the brief introduction about the batch type pyrolysis plant. And now let's start from the semi-continuous pyrolysis plant. We can have a comparison about the capacity, the efficiency, and the detailed technique. Like the fully continuous pyrolysis plant, the semi-continuous pyrolysis plant, it's a combine of the batch type and the fully continuous one. The equipment, the dimension, and the processing capacity are basically the same as those of the batch type. The difference lies of the improvements of the feeding and the discharging ways. The feeding way of the fully semi-continuous is changed from opening furnace door to screw conveyor sealed feeding ways, which requires the raw material to be pre-treated in advance, and the discharging way adopts the screw conveyor also is a sealed environment. Just why we chose the sealed environment is to ensure we can feed and discharge at the same time. And when we discharge the carbon black, we don't need to cool down the reactor. We can discharge it at a high temperature. This is why we will need the sealed design to prevent the oxygen in our furnace and prevent the smoke and the gas release to the outside environment. Okay, and this is some information. Just in addition, since the feeding and discharging ways use sealed feeding technique, which can keep equipment production site clean and environmental friendly. Why it is clean? Because we sealed, so there are no dust pollution when we feed the material and to discharge the carbon black, especially with discharge the carbon black, they will have some dust. And why is environmental friendly? Just the same reason. And it can reach to a high efficiency, like it said there. We can get compared with the batch type pyrolysis plant, semi-continuous equipment efficiency saves cooling time and achieves the production efficiency of 3 batch in 2 days. Compared with batch type is 1 batch for 1 day. So it's just up the efficiency. Then what is the parameter of the semi-continuous? Here shows material is the same, but have some standard. The mixed plastic or the big tire we can't use. We need to process the waste tire to the rubber powder, or to process the plastic to the particles. And like the oil sludge, if you have much more soil in it, the residue in it, then it's not suitable to get the continuous type. If you are the liquid state or the semi-liquid stage, then we can use the full semi-continuous or fully continuous. Same as the output, and also the same as the batch type. The smallest one is 5 ton, but the bigger one is also the same, 10, 12, 15, 18, 20. So the capacity depends on different model. The thickness is also the same. It's the furnace thickness, and also same as the total power, same as the weight, same as the heating type, and the workers. Just also it's the same, flue OU, material, cooling type. All the same, just difference is it can discharge carbon black at a high temperature. Why we can ensure this? It's because the carbon black, it will discharge at a sealed environment, and to discharge it at a small reactor that it can condense it naturally. So we don't need to just backpack it directly. So there are no safe problems. This is about the semi-continuous pyrolysis plant. So welcome our new friends. If you have any questions, you can leave your comments to us. Okay, and they are also the same, just the difference is the state of your material. Like we can't use the whole tire, we need to crash it to the rubber powder. Plastic is the crushed plastic, the plastic particles. And also the biomass particles, the waste oil sludge for the liquid state type or semi-liquid type. Okay, and then let's come to the newest technique, the highest efficiency and the biggest capacity. the fully automatically pyrolysis plant. This is the newest design, and most of the clients is interested in this. You can see this is a 3D layout. It includes the feeding system, for the pyrolysis system, discharging system, here, feeding system, pyrolysis system, discharging system, condensation system, and the purification system. You can see the brief introduction. It's a new type, and it is controlled by the PLC system. So it can work automatically and is much more labor saving. So the main advantages of the continuous feeding and continuous discharging: no need to stop the machine and wait for it to be cooled down for discharging carbon black every day. So it runs for 24 hours and run continuously about 30 to 40 days. All our customers tell us that they can work for 2 months, 60 days, greatly improve production efficiency and reduce labor costs. Doing is our name. Fully continuous pyrolysis plant has obvious advantages in safety, environmental protection, energy saving, and high efficiency. Well, let's have a look at one by one of these advantages. Well, why is more safe? Because it's all discharged at because we all sealed design. It's all our sealed environment. So there are no oxygen in the reactor. It's not possible for this reactor to have the explosion or flash explosion. And the second, environmental friendly also just depends on the sealed design. There are no dust when we discharge carbon black. Energy saving is because it is work in a safe and a long time, so we will get plenty of the tail gas. And the tail gas, it can return to the reactor to heat the raw material. So for the fully continuous pyrolysis plant, at the very beginning, for 8 hours or 10 hours, we need our extra heating energy like the same gas, the flue oil or natural gas or a coal or wood. And the remaining other days, we all can use the tail gas to burn the heating and to burn the reactor. This is why it's energy saving and high efficiency. So don't need to cool down the reactor, don't need to stop the production, and can work automatically for 40 to 60 days. This is a different capacity. It have a big difference with the batch type and the semi-continuous. Same as the input and output, and the model. The smallest one of the fully continuous is 15 ton. The largest one is 50 ton. So most of our clients will choose the 50 ton pyrolysis plant because they have plenty of material to deal with. They will choose the fully continuous one. The thickness is the same. Most of us is 16 or 18 millimeter. And the heating type is different because we use the indirect heating. Because we will work more that for 1 month or 2 months, so they need to have protect of the reactor. So we use the indirect heating. It will have a burning chamber, and the burner will burn the burning chamber, the air in it, and air will heat the reactor. That is why we call indirect heating. And about the workers, is much more saving, or 1 or 2 workers is enough to control it in a control panel or control computer. Heating energy, also the flue, gas, coal, wood, but the heating ways we changed in this few months. like the we used before is by using the burner and tail gas burner. But nowadays, for the fully continuous, when we use the hot wind furnace, it will heat the energy more evenly and more efficiency. So we have this change. And the raw material like is Q345R or stainless steel can be customized by your material. And the cooling type is the same. Cooling water and the cooling tube cooling system, and it will occupy most of the land, 700 square meters. This is for the 50 ton because most of our clients will choose 50 ton, so we have this for reference. Okay, let's go on. And for the fully continuous pyrolysis plant, we have introduced this. And the fully continuous pyrolysis plant, which is the pyrometer, what we can deal with, it's the same. Rubber and plastic. Okay, and then come to what our products can do. What is the application of them? The mainly products is the flue oil. And it has a high heating energy, more than 10,300 kcal each kilogram. So it can use at the cement factory, boiler heating, heavy oil generator, or the cement factory. This is for the flue oil. And if you want to have a more high quality of your oil, you can buy distillation equipment, and this is to refine the flue oil to diesel. And what the diesel can use for, like the heavy agricultural machine, mining machine, or ferry, or like in ferry, or the diesel generator, or the diesel flue for heating. This is the use of the flue oil. And about the carbon black, like this, you can just briquetting for burning, refining, or it is a good raw material of the waste tire. It's the new tire, and the show soles, paint, steel wire, or other metals like aluminium, plastic. We will get the aluminium ingot. We can salt as scrap or remelt it. This is a way we use. And also like the aluminium plastic, the aluminium ingot, we can also sold at the fireworkers factory or other places. Okay, and let's go. This is the carbonization furnace. We will have an introduction in the other live show. This is different oil out. Like we will come for the very beginning at the solid waste. What is oil out? It's the most common one, the tire. There are many kinds of the tire. So the big tire or OTR tires, truck tires, oil out is 40 to 45. And the small tires, motorcycle, bicycle, small car, it is 35 to 40. And like the rubber cable shell or the soles is 35. It's just for reference. You can, if you don't know your materials or out, you can send it to our factory, give you an experiment, or send you to the other experiment warehouse to have a test. And also like the other carpets, other shells, some unclassified rubbers, different type. And the plastic. The plastic is most difficult to tell, because if you get the pure plastic, you can get 90 to 95% of the oil out. And the pure ABS is 40%. Like the common one we see in our daily life is the plastic household garbage. It will have some other garbage in it or some water inside. So it's 30 to 50. And this is the most common plastic that our customer have is a paper mail waste. So if you have a dry material of the paper mail waste is 60% and the wet one 20%. So it just depends on your material. That's why it's very important to have a test of your yield before you have this business, before you bought the equipment. And like the aluminium plastic, 50% of different. And then for the oil sludge, different water content and different oil content is different, maybe 15 to 60. This is the different data that just for reference, all will depend on your material and your plastic. And also this is one of the equipment, or we called pyrolysis plant. And another equipment you can see is the distillation equipment and what it's used for, what we can do, and what kind of products we can get. You can have a look at this. The oil distillation machine is especially designed for refining the black oil, heavy tire plastic pyrolysis oil, or various industrial oil into light diesel, like the waste engine oil, waste lubricating oil, or other medical or other industrial waste oil. And the whole refining process includes distillation, cooling, decoloring, and the deodoring system. The final diesel production should be used as the alternative fuel in diesel burners, generators, heavy machinery, and agricultural machinery. Generally, the oil yield, the diesel yield is 80 to 85. This is just for reference. And the residual material in the furnace after distillation is heavy oil impurities, which are very similar as asphalt. For reference, they can be directly used for paving or sold as pamphlet plants for further refining. We have two designs of the distillation. One is the oldest, one is old and one is new. The one is the acid alkali refining. This is the old design, and the new design, which is the catalytic distillation equipment. Just you can have a comparison, because some of the places the normal design is not allowed to have, so we will have some new design. And this is the kilometers of the distillation equipment, the model. The biggest one is 14 ton, and the smallest one 100 kilogram per day. The thickness, the common we use is 14 or 16. It's also indirect heating, need 2 workers, automatically slagging, and the same as the fully continuous, semi-continuous one. This is what we can use for. The waste tire oil, waste plastic pyrolysis oil, or other waste industrial oil this is what the plant look like. One of the clients, the distillation machine that we can get the diesel and the asphalt. And the diesel we can use at heavy agricultural machine, a mining machine, generator, blower, and asphalt, paving, refinery. And this is we can use, and some optional device like the PLC system. If you chose this, it will be much more labor saving and more automatically, more technological. So like intelligent control system, we have 2 plans. One is the equipment in China, one is from the German. You can choose. This is some introduction. Okay, and here are the clients from China and from abroad. These pictures are they taking the photo in our factory. And here is in our company. There are some visitors visiting the equipment, the batch type pyrolysis plant. Here are the leaders of Henan province. Some they are visiting our factory. Also, we have our engineer come with our clients together with our to visit the factory. This is a prototype. One of the prototype for the batch type of 15 ton. If you come to our factory, the first equipment you see is this. Here's some delivery picture from abroad and from China. And this is some project cases. You see here are the project cases in China. This is a batch type pyrolysis plant. They bought 8 here. They bought 8 batch type plant to use to pyrolysis the waste coal tar oil. Here is the distillation equipment, and this is a fully continuous pyrolysis plant. Here are some customers abroad. Nowadays, nearly 120 countries, we have our customers. So it's very convenient for you to visit. Whether you want to visit our own factory or visit our client's factory, it's also welcomed. But if you want to come to our factory, it's very convenient. You can come here anytime. But if you want to have to visit our client's factory, you need to talk with our manager, and our manager come talk with our clients to tell you the time. And this is the service for you. And this is some certificates that we have. We have several the patents of different products, different devices. And these are some certificates that in different regions, different continents, European Union, in Asia, in American countries. And these are this prototype, or this catalog show is for you. So here are today's live show. Okay, for you. If you are interested in this business, welcome to contact with us. We are the Doing Group, waiting for you to consult. So that we are a Chinese manufacturer for the waste tire, waste plastic, oil sludge, pyrolysis plant, and the waste oil, waste engine oil, waste pyrolysis oil, distillation plant. These are 2 equipments that we built. So whatever you want, you can just contact. In the common place, we have our email, our WhatsApp, and our website. You can contact with us directly, or you can send a private message to us, and our sales manager will contact with you directly. You can tell us your requirements first, like you want to visit, or you want the catalog, you want the quotation. You can all contact. So here is today's live show. If you have any questions, you can see right now. And if there are no more questions, it's time to say goodbye. Okay, so there are no more questions, and have a nice day today. Thank you for your watching. Welcome to contact with us. We are the Doing Group. Thank you for watching. Goodbye. Have a nice day.